Okay, guys, this is my friend Rick, and he's got flower cardians to profile for you guys.
Yep.
I'm super happy because this is a cool deck. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, we do. So we play triple flower cardian pine. He's like the one monster you want to normal summon in the deck. When he's normal summon, you draw a card, and if it's a cardian, you get to keep that. And if you were to be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you get to draw another card. So that's actually really good because he helps you go plus in this deck. We played 2 Zebra Grass. He special summons himself if you control level 7 or lower Cardian. And not only that, but when he does, he's like a magical mallet, shuffling everything back into the deck that you don't want and then drawing the same number. And whenever you special summon the Cardians that just special summon themselves, they have the effects where like they lock you out of summoning for us during except Cardians, which isn't a problem for the deck at all. Next we play Chippewa. He special summons himself if you control level 10 or lower Cardian, and what he does is you target a Cardian in the graveyard, shuffle it back into the deck, and then draw one. He's definitely my favorite one. And next we play Triple Polonia. He's level 12, and you special summon him if you control level 11 or lower, and he's more or less like a shield, because if he's targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack and the battle phase, and then draw one card, which is actually really nice. And then for the next Cardians we play Triple Cherry Blossom. What this card does is actually really amazing. It's another playmaker for the deck because you draw a card, and if it's a Cardian, you can straight up special summon this card. If not, both of them go to the graveyard. And what you can do during your opponent's turn, or actually at all, when your Cardian monster battles an opponent's monster, you can discard this card and have that monster gain 1,000, so it can beat over a lot of other cards. Next we play Triple Boar. The way to summon him is you tribute just one flower Cardian monster, and when he's summoned, you get to draw a card, and if it's a Cardian, you get to keep it, and then destroy a monster on the field without targeting. So it helps you get rid of like monsters that can stun your plays or any of that, and it just helps with mass removal of the deck. Next we play Triple Deer. He does the same thing as Boar. You tribute a Cardian, draw a card, and if it's a Cardian, he destroys a spell or trap card without targeting. So it's the same thing, like he's really good at the fact that he can bait out a Solemn Strike, because either your opponent doesn't strike him and you draw a Cardian and kill it, or they strike him when he's summoned. So he can help you bait out that so you can continue further on. And then next we play 3 of the Tuner, Peony with Butterfly. He's summoned by tributing one Cardian, and when he's summoned, you get to draw a card. And if it's a Cardian, you can look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck and rearrange them in any order. And not only that, but the way this deck synchros is the Tuners have effects that activate, allowing them to make their levels 2 and all other monsters level 2. So it's like 5 monsters makes 10, 4 makes 8, all that type of stuff. And then next we play 1 Flower Cardian Pine with Crane. He's one of the worst ones, honestly. I'm tempted to cut him out, but I keep him in here just because he's really just a 2,000 attack point monster. You summon him by tributing 1 level 1 Flower Cardian, and basically what he does is when he declares an attack at all, or just attacks a defense position monster, any of that, he gets to draw 1 card at the end of the battle phase, which is like the only reason I run him at all. And for the last Flower Cardian monsters, we run 2 Willow with Calligrapher, because he's the other tuner, and the way to summon him is you have to tribute a level 11, so you'll tribute Willow to summon Willow with Calligrapher. And when he's summoned, you draw a card, and if it's a card, you get to keep it. Not only that, but he has the same level 2 effect.
Not too shabby. And
for the last monster, we play 1 Fairy Tale Snow, because Cardians, they send cards from the deck to the grave if they're not Cardians. So Snow can get to the graveyard pretty easily, and when she does get to the graveyard, it's actually really good because you can set up a big board, and then like you can stop some of their plays with Snow's effect.
Very cool. And then the spells, some of the best spells in the game.
Yep. Triple Flower Gathering. This card just lets you straight up special summon 4 from the deck. Hardly any restriction besides the fact that it locks you out of your summoning. All of those monsters, they have their effects negated and they cannot be tributed for a tribute summon, and they're summoned in attack position, so it's all of the ones that have 100 attacks, so Zebra Grass, Paulownia, Pine, and Willow. And that's not a problem because it's a +3 with 1 card, and you can just continue your plays with that card. Next we play Triple Flower Stacking. This card literally lets you stack your deck because you choose 3 Cardians with different names from your deck, and then you put them on the top of your deck in any order. And then during your main phase, except the turn this card is sent to graveyard, you can banish this card, then add a Cardian from your graveyard to your hand, which is actually really good because it could help you recover a little bit, and its first effect is not once per turn, while its graveyard effect is once per turn. For the next card, we play Triple Reincarnation. This card is definitely one of the best cards in the deck because all you do is you target a Cardian in the graveyard, add it back to your hand, and then you can special summon a Cardian from your hand ignoring its summoning conditions. So that first effect is really powerful and it can help you extend even further. Not only that, but its graveyard effect is, when it's sent to the graveyard by the effect of a Cardian, you excavate the top 5 cards, and then you can add 1 excavated spell or trap card. And it's really good because it's any spell or trap card, so you can add your allures, you can add basically anything, and then you put the rest of the cards on the top of the deck in any order. And then for the next cards, we play Triple Allure because they're all dark types, and we can just draw and push through the deck a lot easier with that. We play 1 Reinforcement of the Army because all of them are warriors, so you can search Pine with Crane and Cherry Blossom with Curve with this. And then for the last card in the main deck, we play 1 Soul Charge because if you sync for the level 10 Synchro and then activate this, you can get 4 draws off of that while getting another guaranteed Synchro, which is actually really amazing.
Nice. So extra deck.
Yep. For this one, we play 2 Light Flare. Light Flare is definitely one of the better monsters in the extra deck. He requires a tuner plus 4 non-tuner monsters. He has 5,000 attack, and his effect is he can negate a spell or trap card once per turn. When a Flower Cardian monster you control battles an opponent's monster, that monster's effects are just negated, so it can stop Zodiacs from gaining attack or any of that type of stuff, which is actually really helpful. And then when this card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field at all by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon a Cardian from your extra deck, so even if they kaiju him, you can just special summon a Cardian from your extra deck still, and it's really amazing. Next we play 3 Light Shower. He's definitely the best one out of all of them because he gives all of your Cardians the effect where they cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Not only that, but your opponent will take 1,500 points of damage whenever they just draw a card during their draw phase, which can stack up. So if you manage to Soul Charge all 3 back, they're going to take 4,500 points when they draw during their draw phase. Not only that, but during the end phase, you have the choice to either skip your draw phase and keep his effects, or you can keep your draw phase and then have his effects negated till the next standby phase.
And he's a 3K beater, right?
3K
Solid.
beater and 3,000 defense. Then for the next Cardian Synchro, we play 2 Boardafly. This card is actually really good against any deck that involves Graveyard, because what he does is he gives all Cardians Piercing, and then his main effect is you banish a Cardian from the graveyard, and then until the end of your opponent's next turn, they cannot special summon from the graveyard or activate effects in the graveyard, so it locks out a lot of decks like Mermails and Burning Abyss and all that stuff. It's actually really powerful. And then for the next Synchro, we play 1 Armory Arm, because you can make him with just 2 Cardians, and he's not that hard to get out, honestly, because you can just equip him to your Light Shower when he comes out, making him a 4,000 point monster, and it just gives the deck even more burn because of his effect to deal damage equal to the monster's attack in the graveyard, so that's also a really cool feature. And then we play 1 Scarlight, because you can make Scarlight in here, and when you do, he can just wipe the board and then push for game. Then for the Xyz that we play 1 Red Eyes Flare, because you can make him with 2 Boar, and a lot of people have told me to run Big Eye over this, but I like this guy more, because with Light Shower, he already does 1,500, and this just puts even more burns, so that's really strong if you have a Light Shower out and then Red Eyes Flare, because then they're going to take 1,500 and then 500 whenever they activate an effect, so it's just really powerful. For rank 10, we play 1 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. He's just really easy to make in the deck because we play 3 Deer, and he can just make all of your Cardians unaffected by card effects, which is actually really strong. And then we play Pain Gainer and 7 Sins. So it's 2 different ways of summoning 7 Sins, because Pain Gainer you can make with Willow, and then rank up into 7 cents, and 7 cents you can just make with Paluinia. And that's about it.
Well, guys, hope you enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you next time we do a deck profile. Thanks, Rick.
You're welcome.